Nicole Crane, and today I'm going to be talking about deconstructing fear for Mindset Monday. So I'm going to jump right in, and I'm coming on a little bit unexpectedly, 2 hours early, because it's a holiday week here in the US for Thanksgiving or Indigenous Peoples Day. So let's get started. So if the point of shifting our mindset is to have more financial freedom, more abundance, more success, more confidence, more ability to contribute to our communities, more happiness, more connection in our relationships, more passion, if we want to have more in our lives, we have to become more. And in order to become a better version of ourselves, a stronger version, we have to identify the limiting core beliefs inside us and clear those out, because these are what prevent us from getting everything that we want. It's what holding each one of us back from achieving our dreams and finding the fulfillment that we're all looking for. So let's take a closer look at what keeps holding us back or slowing us down. It really all just boils down to fear. So fear prevents our successes in two ways. It prevents us from taking action, or as we take new kinds of action and get unexpected results, we go back to doing things the old way, which gets us predictable but also limiting results. So even though most of us have areas of our lives where this isn't a problem, I definitely have a few areas where it is, and you probably have at least one thing where you get tripped up too. Even if you're awesome with money and your finances, maybe this fear pops up around and holds you back when it comes to dating and relationships. Or maybe you have a wonderful, supportive network of friendships and relationships, and you have amazing, memorable adventures, but you just can't seem to get where you want to be in your career. I can't think of anyone who I know who doesn't get hung up in at least one area of their life when it comes to fear getting in the way like this. So let's take a look at the hesitation you're experiencing in this area of your own life. What's got you hesitating? If you weren't hesitating, where would you already be making progress, already achieving, and where is fear keeping you from moving forward? So today we're going to focus on how to hack the fear of failure and how to get unstuck and out of hesitation. So what's going on behind the scenes is that the brain is intolerant of the unknown, and it just can't stand not knowing what's going to happen and not being able to plan ahead. This is what causes fear. The brain constantly looks to the past to create expectations for the future, and so when you start moving into unfamiliar, uncharted terrain and it doesn't have anything from the past to draw experience and expectation from, it puts you into fight or flight mode, or any of the other fear responses like freeze or fawn. So this is a good point to remind you that the brain is most deeply wired to survive and actually not to thrive. So it's not your fault, but this is super problematic when everything you want to achieve exists in the unknown. So when we start moving into this unfamiliar territory, our brain starts worrying about how things will turn out, if we'll look stupid or make mistakes. We don't know how to do something, and the fear makes us start to pull back and shut down and contract. And this invisible wall kind of keeps us in our imaginary safety zone where we already know how to act and we already know what to expect as the outcome. So we want to understand fear, especially fear of failure, so we can logically understand what it is. This helps you construct new empowering beliefs where you're not under pressure. So this has to be done ahead of time, so when you're stressed and those old limiting beliefs pop up, you already have somewhere else to shift your attention to and strengthen a new pattern, strengthen a new habit, and eventually a new way of existing in the world and navigating your life is created over repeating this habitually over and over again. So what is failure? Failure always falls into one of four categories, and my own personal mindset mentor calls them the 4 blessings of failure. So the 4 things that fear show up as are a learning experience or process, a redirection to something better, a reflection of something about yourself that you didn't already know, or a setup. So I'll go more deeply into each of these 4 categories in Mindset Mavericks, which happens in not this weekend, but the following one, so the first weekend in December. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. But for now, we're just going to keep this like really surface level for the sake of time, right? And we also get into this in the Libratory, which I'll briefly talk about too. So what we consider a failure is when we set up a particular action with an expectation of a specific outcome, and then we don't end up getting that outcome. So we look at the outcome that we do get and we say, this isn't what I expected. And we automatically perceive that it's not as good as what we were expecting. So we consider the project to be a failure, or we even consider ourselves to be a failure in this situation, right? So the easiest way to get unstuck is to be open to the miraculous possibility that within this failure, there's actually a gift or a blessing. So we can't always see it right away, but it is always there, and eventually we're able to identify it. So we'll get a little bit more into a lot more into this process of deconstructing fear using recognition of these opportunities for gratitude and to identify these different 4 blessings of failure, so that we can shift our perspective and release this fear that keeps us stuck. So this is module 6 in Mindset Mavericks. It's week 6 in the Libratory, and I'm going to drop the link to my website. I just have a very, very basic outline of Mindset Mavericks. Oh, let's see. Apparently I don't go to my own website as much as I should. Okay, so, yep, there we go. So, since I'm here first, I'm just going to pop the link to the Libratory first, because that gives you a little more information overall. Okay, and then on the 5th and 6th of December, which is a Saturday and Sunday, I will be doing let's see, is it 4 hours or 6 hours? Let me double check. Okay, here we go. Let's see. 2 to 6. Okay, so I did extend it to 4 hours each day. So 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on both the 5th and the 6th. So 4 hours on Saturday, 4 hours on Sunday. We're going to do a 15-minute break in the middle of each session, but other than that, we're just going to charge through all of this information. And if you sign up for the Libratory between now and then, you'll get access to this weekend workshop for free. And then the second link that I'm popping in here, the Mindset Mavericks link, is how you can sign up for it independently. So I would love to see you at either one. We're going to cover all the material that I've been covering in the past 6 weeks of Mindset Monday. I am only leaving this recording on until next Monday when I come on for my final installation before the Mindset Mavericks. And if you want to catch the recordings, they are on my YouTube channel, so you can check that out in the link in my bio. And if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments and I'll circle back to them. And I hope that you have an awesome holiday weekend if you're in the US. And otherwise, I hope that you're enjoying the change of the seasons wherever you are. And I'm sending you lots and lots of love. Mwah. We'll talk soon. Bye.